copyright notices. If you wish to read, pause the video. The original videos are linked in the description down below. Enjoy. Alright then, so in this one what we're going to be looking at is UK Meet the Tyrant and his interaction with a set and a police constable who has had it out for him for quite a while, which starts stating his criminal record in the public streets for everybody to hear, but then believes an insult is a section 5. We'll get into that as we get to that part of the video, but this one I'm going to highlight a few things the constable says and then a few things which relates to this video. So we'll just get straight into it.
So guys, do us a favour then. If I'm not allowed to put the pole up, yeah? Okay. Lend me a pair of step ladders. Lend me a pair of step ladders.
I don't have step ladders.
No? You're dying to laugh, aren't you?
You know what you're doing, innit? You know what you're doing.
You're a cheeky chappy, aren't you?
I'm harming nobody.
Enjoy it, yeah?
I'm not really interested in just playing.
Is it?
I'm not interested. All I wanted was just an aerial shot of inside, that was it.
What's your name?
Mark. So have you got no step ladders then, no? How about that chair? That's not big enough, is it? Oh, hey, hey!
Take on position in it. Wait, Matt, check.
If I bung you 5, I can stand on your
No,
shoulders.
no.
Come on, you're a big, strong lad. Let me on your shoulders.
Mum and me.
Well guys, I think my friend's here.
Go and eat your donuts, basically.
Okay, so he's been verbally, has he been racially abused?
Oh, here we go again.
So that there, what I just said there, the guy's just said he's been verbally abusive because he told him to go and eat a donut. No, that's, well, it is what it is, isn't it? You class that as verbally abusive. You're clearly a sensitive little person who needs to grow some bollocks, get some chest hair, and man up. As simple as that. This world is getting too woke and faggoty. Everybody's too sensitive to the most sensitive little things in life. Telling somebody to go and eat a donut is made you phone the police. You absolute woke faggot, man. That's what I'm gonna say. For all those people that think faggot's another side of gay, I am from Yorkshire, and from Hull, faggot means a weak person. So don't be going, oh look, he's homophobic. I don't give a toss. But this here, and then what the copper says, racially abusive. Nobody mentioned racially abusive at all. So that's something which is going to be a key point in this video. He keeps going back to racially abusive, because it's so easy for him to convict somebody for racially abusive. Well, it's a, what is it? It's a section 5. It's racially abusive section 5 public order offence is what they use, and it's quite a key thing in this. But let's get back to the video.
Guys, PC Leicester at it again.
Mark. How you doing? So you're making a nuisance of yourself again?
Look at the grin on it, guys. What a muppet.
Hey, I'd be careful.
Don't hate me and don't tell me to be careful either.
you want to start abusing these people, then I'll just arrest you and take you away.
Carry on, pal.
Well, don't abuse them.
I'll do what I want to do.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will, and don't point
you
your finger
won't,
at me.
because
I'm
it's
breaking
public
no
order
laws.
offences.
On your way.
You'll do what?
I'm breaking no laws, so you get on your way. Stop harassing me.
Right, well, these people said...
I don't care what they say, that doesn't mean it's true.
No, it doesn't.
Does
It's
it?
an
Just go
allegation.
away!
No, no, I
Leave
won't.
me alone.
No.
You're a witness to this harassment.
It is harassment.
Leave me alone.
You leave those people alone.
Leave
there,
me alone.
Or I will arrest you
Do it.
and I will take
Do
you
it.
away.
Do
Okay?
it. Do it.
You've been warned.
No, I haven't.
You've been warned.
I haven't.
That's your warning.
I'm here working. Legally,
You
leave me alone.
intimidate people in the hearing.
What, like you're trying to do now?
No.
Yeah.
You want to abuse people and intimidate them in the hearing
Oh,
of
Ian,
other members
Ian,
of the public.
just go and do your
Section
job.
5 public
Just
order.
go and
This
do
is
your
my
job.
Mark.
Is it?
This is my...
Alright then, so these clowns in costumes like to use Section 5 a lot of the Public Orders Act of 1986. Why? Because they keep forgetting the keywords, threatening or abusive. He said abusive. We'll get into the abusive, because my definition of abusive might be different to the actual legal definition of abusive. But what is Section 5? Section 5 is harassment, alarm, or distress. A person is guilty of an offence if he uses threatening or abusive words or behaviour or disorderly behaviour or displays any written sign or other visual representation of threatening or abusive within the hearing or sight of a person likely to be cause harassment, alarm, or distress. Thereby, an offence under this section may have been committed in a public or private place, except that no offence is committed where the words or behaviours are used or written signs or visual representation is displayed by a person inside a dwelling and the other person is also inside that or another dwelling. Dwelling, for those that don't know, is your home. So for me, abusive would be physical or mental pain or harm. And if you're getting all sensitive because somebody told you to go and eat a donut, like I already said, and what he said to this cop, if he's getting abused from using them words, then again, mate, you shouldn't be working in the public domain. I doubt the public are gonna believe that is abusive, because it's definitely not threatening. So the key word here is abusive, and to me, like I said, abusive is when somebody causes you physical or mental pain or harm. Now let's continue.
Job.
When did you last confront a real criminal?
I'm in front of
Hey, a real criminal.
convicted of
Hey?
racial aggravated public
All you
order,
do
Mark.
is beat up kids here.
Racially
You
aggravated.
just beat up kids.
These people.
Go and
these
do your
people are
job.
Trying to earn a living.
Go and do your job.
Leave them
Okay,
alone.
I was standing having a nice chat with a guy there. Okay.
If your behaviour is likely to cause harassment, alarm, and distress to these people, I will arrest you and I will take you away, Mark.
Why
Okay.
don't you take me away?
As long as you understand.
Have you had a complaint?
Right?
Have you had a complaint? Well, you're not required here then, are you? Hey?
Oh, do you mean from you?
No, from these people.
Yeah, the guy said you just.
Has he
told
made
him
a statement?
to F off and go and eat some donuts.
Go and eat some donuts. No.
Is that what you said to him?
No.
So are all those people in there lying?
Yeah. Like
they?
you do.
Are they lying, are they?
Like you do.
So the court, when you racially abused that man in Blackpool Town
Can
Centre,
you hear a squeaky
racial
little
aggravated
noise?
public order,
A
when you
squeaky
racially
little
abused-
noise. I think it might go live.
Convicted.
I think it might go live for you, especially for you.
Convicted
Hey?
in court. Mark,
Can you stop harassing?
leave those people alone or you'll get locked up.
Oh,
Last warning.
look at this one, guys. He's so tough. Delete, 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 delete.
Alright then, so it says he was convicted of Section 5, racially aggravated Section 5 public orders. We'll get into that in a minute, because what he says to me is not a Section 5, and he shouldn't have been convicted for this in the courts, like he was saying. It's very important, because this officer is the one which actually charged him with it and went to court and got him convicted for it. which we will get into that a little bit later on in the video. So let's continue.
Look at him, guys. He's trying to concoct a story to arrest me. PCE in Leicester.
Do people know you?
People, because you're around, you make me nervous. Look at you. Look at you.
Do people know that you was
Don't you know COVID's on its way back again? Why are you coming so close to me? I could have the lurgy. Couldn't I?
No.
Yeah, I could. Was I not? Oh. Why do you hate me so much? It's cold, man. I told you last time, and you make me nervous. Yeah?
Are you frightened or something?
Frightened of you, yes.
Why?
Because you don't play by the book. That's why. You're corrupt. You are corrupt to the core.
The court's convicted you, Mark.
You're corrupt to the
The
core,
court's convicted
aren't you? You're corrupt to the core.
If the court's
Did
convicted
you enjoy your stint?
So when you were
Did
walking
you enjoy
around
your
Blackpool
punishment
Town
driving
Centre,
the...
when you were walking around Blackpool
Did you
Town
enjoy
Centre,
your punishment
telling
driving
Polish
the
people to
camera
go back
van?
to Poland, that's all right.
That never happened.
That's all right.
That
is
never
it?
happened.
Well,
You
did.
know it didn't.
You were convicted of it, Mark.
That doesn't mean it happened.
Okay then, so this is what I was on about by if you waited, I'll tell you more about the Section 5 racial aggravated abuse. The reason it says Section 5 racial aggravated because there is not actually a Section 5 racial aggravated. What they do is they put on a Criminal and Disorders Act of 1998, and it's a Section 28, 29, something like that. I'll get into that in a minute here. But his reason for conviction is because he was walking around the town allegedly walking around the town telling Polish people to go home. Now, to me, is that a Section 5? No, it's not threatening and it's not abusive. Is it covered under this? Well, we'll get into that. So what I'm going to do is let this read it, not all of that. Let this read that out and then we'll get into some important parts.
Meaning of F2 racially or religiously aggravated. 1. An offence is F2 racially or religiously aggravated for the purposes of sections 29 to 32 below if a. At the time of committing the offence, or immediately before or after doing so, the offender demonstrates towards the victim of the offence hostility based on the victim's membership or presumed membership of a F3 racial or religious group, or b. The offence is motivated, wholly or partly, by hostility towards members of a F3 racial or religious group based on their membership of that group. 2. In subsection 1a above. Membership, in relation to a F3 racial or religious group, includes association with members of that group. Presumed means presumed by the offender. 3. It is immaterial for the purposes of paragraph A or B of subsection 1 above whether or not the offender's hostility is also based, to any extent, F or on any other factor not mentioned in that paragraph. Further, in this section, racial group means a group of persons defined by reference to race, color, nationality, including citizenship or ethnic or national origins. F5 in this section, religious group means a group of persons defined by reference to religious belief or lack of religious belief.
So what they're saying here is nationality, which Polish is, but there had to be some sort of hostile basis of the victim for that to happen. Just walking around saying go back to your own country is not this at all. So let's go down to 29.
One, a person is guilty of an offence under this section if he commits a. An offence under Section 20 of the Offences Against the M1 Person Act 1861, malicious wounding or grievous bodily harm. B. An offence under Section 47 of that Act, actual bodily harm. F7. BA. An offence under Section 75A of the Serious Crime Act 2015, strangulation or suffocation, winking smiley or C. Common assault, which is F8 racially or religiously aggravated for the purposes of this section. 2. A person guilty of an offence falling within subsection 1A, F9, B, or BA above shall be liable. A. On summary conviction, to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months or to a fine not exceeding the statutory maximum, or to both. B. On conviction on indictment, to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 7 years or to a fine, or to both. 3. A person guilty of an offence falling within subsection 1C above shall be liable. A. On summary conviction,
So this bit here is absolutely irrelevant because section 5 of that is just a fine, not not higher than a level 4. But it's not this because it's not. It didn't cause actual body harm and it didn't cause grievously body harm or malicious wounding. So if anything, it is common assault. So let's go on to the CPS common assault right here. I'm just going to let that read it all out loud because it's quite important.
An assault is any act, and not mere omission to act, by which a person intentionally or recklessly causes another to suffer or apprehend immediate unlawful violence. The term assault is often used to include a battery, which is committed by the intentional or reckless application of unlawful force to another person. Where there is a battery, the defendant should be charged with assault by beating DPP v. Little, 1992, QB 645. Provided there has been an intentional or reckless application of unlawful force, the offence will have been committed, however slight the force. Assault, as distinct from battery, can be committed by an act indicating an intention to use unlawful violence against the person of another, for example, an aimed punch that fails to connect. In Misalati, 2017, EWCA 2226, the appellant spat towards the complainant. The appeal court confirmed that although there was no actual violence, spitting is an assault whether it makes contact with the victim or causes fear of immediate unlawful physical contact. Guidance on potential defences is set out in the separate legal guidance Self-Defence and the Prevention of Crime. A person may use such force as is reasonable in the circumstances for the purposes of self-defence, defence of another, defence of property, prevention of crime, or lawful arrest. An element of the offence of common assault is lack of consent, so that the prosecution may, where it is a live issue, have to establish that the offence was committed without consent. However, a lack of consent can be inferred from evidence other than the direct evidence of the victim, CPS v. Shelby, 2009, EWHC 2754, admin. Most of the physical contacts of ordinary life are not actionable because they are impliedly consented to by all who move in society and so expose themselves to the risk of bodily contact. Collins v. Wilcock, 1984, 1 WLR 1172. Common assault is a summary offence. However, if the requirements of Section 40 of the Criminal Justice Act 1988 are met, it can be included as a count on an indictment. Special considerations apply to common assault where the defence of reasonable punishment of a child falls for consideration. See the reasonable punishment of a child section below.
There you go. It's clearly not common assault because he never made physical contact or intended to cause any unlawful violence. He was just being verbal. So common assault goes out the window. Let's get back into the video because this has gone on for quite too long now.
That was all your handiwork getting out of court.
Guilty.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm guilty. It doesn't mean it happened.
Found guilty.
Is it really?
By a court.
Well, we'll see you when I get it up to. In fact, I'm not even going to tell you. It'll just be a nice surprise for you. It'll just be a nice surprise for you, Ian.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. So I'm leaving those people alone now.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
No, you don't.
And they would appreciate it
No,
too.
they don't.
Of course they do.
No, they don't. You weren't there at the beginning when I was verbally abused. But you don't care about that, do you? You don't care that I've been racially abused about 20 times on my videos.
Have you reported it?
Wouldn't make any difference with coppers like you around. Of course it wouldn't.
Have you reported
You're
it?
corrupt as they can get.
Have you reported it?
You're as corrupt as they can get,
Have you reported it?
aren't you?
If you don't report anything, you can't do
So have I
anything about
reported to you now?
Have you got day, date, time, locations? Do you want
You've
to
watched
report?
every single one of my videos. You've seen the verbal abuse, the racial abuse.
I have not.
Of course you have. You watch every video, Ian. You're a subscriber.
So what?
Waiting for me to make a mistake
What may I subscribe
so that you can come and arrest me.
What may I subscribe to?
My channel.
What's your channel?
He's playing dumb, guys. He's playing dumb.
What's your channel?
We know he is dumb, but he's putting on an act for the camera.
Listen, don't verbally abuse me in the hearing and sight of other people. That's a public
I'm
order
entitled to
offence.
my opinion.
That's a public order offence.
I don't think they'd
So
be
I would
upset
be
if I
very
called you
careful.
dumb.
I would be very careful.
I don't think they'd be upset.
Okay?
And you need a complaint.
I don't need a complaint.
No, you don't, because you're
No,
corrupt.
Because it's in the hearing and
Because
sight
you're
of other
corrupt.
people. All right, you take care.
My opinion. I'm entitled to it. On you go. Go do your job. Do some real police work. Don't do the easy stuff picking on photographers. Pick on a real criminal, Ian. Come face to face with a real criminal And he's still not up for that boxing match. No? Lightweight.
Okay then, so my opinions on this that all the people involved are little snowflakes, sensitive little faggots. And the conviction for Section 5 racially aggravated abuse is, if he goes to the appeals court, he will probably get it thrown out because the basis of him walking around the town telling people to go back doesn't align, in my opinion, with any of the things which you've seen in the last bit of the video. Now, I could be wrong, and I would like to know in the comments what you actually think. So let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does help in YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.